Fast first half in Las Vegas. Utah State scored 47 points, the most allowed in a half this season for the Wyoming Cowboys. And coach, when you shoot 57% from the floor, out-rebound your opponent by 10, outscore them on the bench 14-2, and limit your turnovers, that's an outstanding half of basketball.
Well, no question about it. You talk about going 7 for 12 from the three-point line. So terrific shooting by Utah State, but great execution. And defensively, they did a very good job. And there you have the 17-point lead.
Utah State was running away with it, and then they went into a zone, gave Wyoming a little bit of an opportunity. When you look up and the Cowboys had gone on a 10-0 run.
Yeah, it looked like they were going to be down 30. They did have that 10-0 run, got it down to 17. Now, when you talk about halftime adjustment, now, I want you to understand, I'm not an expert on a whole lot of things about basketball, but I am expert on being down 17, because that's the way it was most of my career. Coach Shiat's going to talk about, let's play this game in 4-minute segments. Want to just, you can't get the entire 17 points back in the first 4 minutes. Just want to chip away. And the way you do that is getting stops and putting pressure on the defense by attacking the basket.
Moore, right off the opening piece. Good drive. Shot won't go down. Ball bounced around. Herndon comes out with it into the hands of Adams. Cowboys need to get off to a better start in the second half than they did the first. Manaman passes it up. Adams. Manaman back, catch, shoot, misfire. Rector rebounds. And Rector exploding on his way to the rack, and one as Barnes commits the foul.
Ooh, degree of difficulty 10. He was fading away on the baseline. Watch this move. Look at that. And he kisses it off the glass with the left. What a terrific play and move.
And the free throw pays it off. Back to a 20-point game. Adams, misfire, tip, goes down for Barnes. Good follow.
Yeah, nice move, but you get all offensive rebound opportunities when you move the ball, and then you have a little penetration.
Evans with the beautiful feed to Smith for the throwdown.
Not the way Wyoming would have started defensively, giving up the circus layup, but then the backdoor and the uncontested layup.
Manaman up and under, away from the outstretched arm of Moore.
Yeah, beautiful up and under move. Glides to the basket.
Moore alone for three. Too strong. Adams. No shot. Rector going to be called for the block. His second.
Yeah, next year in the NBA, that would have counted.
There you go. How many steps was that?
The old continuation.
Uh-huh.
It was the hop, skip, and jump offensive move, but a terrific move. Such strength when he takes the ball to the basket.
Taylor ticketed for the foul on Okagorski. And for a team that has limited personnel available, Wyoming building a foul count and getting into some business from the free throw line, especially with this deficit, proved to be beneficial to their comeback efforts.
No, absolutely correct. When you can put points on the board when the clock is stopped, that's how you really start your comeback. And we've seen good penetration on 2 plays and a real fine baseline out-of-bounds play. Now, Oligorski gets the 2 free throws.
Smith. Rector. Pow!
Rector with the unusual release. He has kind of a one-legged step forward, shot put type shot, but it's been very effective.
5 of 8, 14 points. Adams trying to dish it off. Instead it goes to Moore, feeds Rector, slips going to the hoop and laying out. Superman couldn't get that one up over the top of the rim.
We're going to have to check that painted area down to the right. We saw Adams go down on slippage twice, and then we have another slippage right there.
3rd foul for Rector. You can talk to the court gentleman down there and say, scrub a little harder.
Yeah.
Adams away from the ball. And now the official's going to have a conference.
Well, they're going to go look and see if it was a flagrant 1, I assume. Normally when they...
Oh, and Adams with the complete shove off.
Normally,
so he and Taylor leaning in against one another, and Adams with the shove out of frustration and complete extension. That's not going to go well for Josh Adams.
Normally when you send the 2 teams to the benches, the officials, and they huddle up, that means they're going to go to the monitor to see if the common foul is upgraded to a flagrant 1.
Well, another look here. Shove the 2 of them, and 2-handed chest shove from Josh Adams to Quinn Taylor. Well, this is not an easy business, and Larry Shiat knows it. He's been very successful, won national championships with Billy Donovan at Florida, but having to suspend 5 kids for not upholding their student-athlete responsibilities, never fun for a coach. Playing shorthanded, coming out here. Utah State off to a great start, and now this piece for your best player. So a common foul on Adams.
Yeah, and you saw the 2-hand push, but it wasn't up top. It wasn't an elbow to the head area. So they deemed common foul. The foul was called. So let's go down and play basketball.
Smith will skip. Moore, shot clock at 4. And Moore has it rattle back out. Adams with the rebound. Drive and a finish for Oligorski.
And that started with the big-time rebound by Adams and the penetration and the nice dish in the lay-in.
Smith surveying. Perkins able to step into a 3. 3 ball not there in the second half for Utah State like it was in the first. Adams all the way through, and Jones deposits it to the second row. 15:36 to go in the second half. Utah State leading Wyoming 55-38. Utah State Aggies, Shane Rector with the drive and a nice finish to get the second half started for Utah State. It's good ball movement. Backdoor to Smith for the throwdown. And the Cowboys made a little noise of their own. Jason McManaman. Richter's step-in three.
That's exactly what it's called. He has that little step-in move to launch the three.
Adams looking in Herndon's direction. Lieberman. There's a little flip. McManaman wide open. Look, and it's good. Smith, baseline, short. Herndon rebounds. Adams. And the Cowboys trying to chip away. Adams with the cut and fouled hard on his way to the hoop. And he holding his left arm, and he went down in a heap.
Yeah, that was a tough fall, but that was, it all started with a great cut to the basket. Adams catches it, and now they cut into the lead at the free throw line with the clock stop.
Still looking at that left elbow. Elton Jones picked up his third personal foul. Not sure how much feeling he has in that hand right now as he keeps wringing those fingers.
I think it's the old, hit the crazy bone in the elbow.
Bees in the hand, sure.
And boom, yeah.
See how he does on a one-handed free throw. The shooters can shoot. One
Well,
hand, no hands, half a hand.
Close your eyes, doesn't matter.
Adams 15 points, now 5th all-time in Cowboy history. Utah State fouls Evans, Jones, and Rector all with 3. Gutsy free throw effort. And the Cowboys back in this one, now only down by 12, 14 and a half to go. And here come the Wyoming fans. Blue ball, no foul. Moore finds an open player, and Perkins drives, and it's going to be an offensive foul as Herndon had possession.
We've seen Wyoming go to the more aggressive 1-1-3 zone. They've been very active, and it has slowed down the Aggies.
7-0 Cowboy run. Question I have, Coach, with 14-15 to go, and no bench for Wyoming. I mean, literally almost no bench to speak of. Can they afford to play that aggressive and have enough energy? The remainder of this one, McManaman's 3, no, and it's going to be a foul on Perkins again as Adams was flying in, and now Perkins has 3 personal fouls.
Well, they have no other choice, number one. Number two, the mindset is you're playing with 12 available players. I mean, you can't get into the heads of your players. It looked like that's the way they started the game. A little passive. We saw Utah State just slice the zone. We saw Utah State just dominate the glass. But now we're seeing the Wyoming team that we expect, and they're getting after it. They're much more patient on the offensive end. Adams is penetrating and making plays for his teammates. And there's another layup.
In with the fight and the layup. A scoop is good. It's down to 10. 9 straight for Wyoming. First game of the Mountain West Championship in the men's bracket, the 8-9 matchup. Rector for 3, short. And it'll be a foul. Jalen Moore goes over the back. Wyoming at the 13:31 mark is in the bonus.
And they've picked up a couple blockout fouls versus Utah State. Now, as you mentioned, It's charity stripe time, 1-1.
Manaman 5 for 7 now. 17 points. $11 straight for the Cowboys. Trying to go over the top to Moore, not there. Adams. Akagorski's 3 is an air ball. Smith can't answer. Herndon rebounds. Adams straight to the hoop. Denied. Moore. Akagorski and everybody fighting for it. And finally coming out is Rector. 2 Cowboys still back on the other side. And that'll leave a wide open Aggie. Rector make it Perry. No shot. Down on the floor.
Action, hot and heavy. Tremendous effort by both ball clubs. We see the difference in this 1-1-3 zone from the first half when they started out. You recall they started out in the 2-3 zone. They had the alley-oop to Moore because the zone wasn't moving. They weren't active. Now you hear the sneakers squeak. You see the guys diving and really moving as far as the Cowboys are concerned.
47 points in the first 20 minutes for Utah State. Moore hits a shot. 10 in the next 8 minutes.
Yeah, but that was just a really excellent play by Moore. Took his time, got to his sweet spot, and knocks the 15-footer down.
Herndon gets a little separation from Moore and hits a shot. Moore. Oh, a fake pass and a drill from deep.
That was the old fake it one way and then just shoot the 3.
Smith with the body block on McManaman. 11:18 to go in the second half. Moore with the answer for the Aggies. Utah State needed an answer. Moore gave it to him. Herndon with a nice drive and separation for the Cowboys. And then I love this one here. Fake, nope, I'm gonna shoot it. Pow!
Good move. We saw Alan Herndon on that baseline with this sweet 10-footer. And you know, you and I were talking about age before the broadcast. And I don't want to date myself, but in 1982-83, I coached Alan Herndon's dad, Michael Herndon, at VMI. So that makes me just a year or 2 older than you.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. Of course, in 1982 and 83, of course, I was an assistant at North Carolina State when I left.
Right.
And the reason they won the national championship in 1983 was because I left the year before.
Good career move by you.
Yeah.
You need to get out of those places before they win it all.
That's it. That's why they won, because I wasn't there to mess it up.
Not true, Marty Fletcher. Not true. Smith. And the ball movement that was so prevalent in the first half for Utah State offensively has not been there in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen a complete role reversal.
Yes, we have.
In this second half.
Single-digit game, momentum and confidence coming from the Cowboys, and it's a travel. McManaman couldn't hold his pivot foot. Little floater. Rector gets his own shot. The putback and the whistle.
It always tends to be that second shot, the momentum killer. Excellent defense, and Wyoming couldn't capture the rebound. But a terrific job by Rector following his shot. Well, the shooter is the first guy to realize the shot is missed. He gets his rebound and gets it back up quickly.
Naughton committed the foul. Just the 4th team foul for Wyoming. Rector gets the and one. And a little game of keep away on the scoreboard. Utah State and Wyoming have been playing. And Herndon with a nice catch and finish. They keep getting it down to 10, 9, and then Utah State hits a shot. Haven't been able to get all the way back.
Remember, you wanted to chip away if you're Wyoming, and to have it down to 10 at the 10-minute mark is an excellent job.
Rector. Herndon, another board. 7 rebounds for Herndon, and Adams flying to the hoop. Herndon there to finish, and he'll get fouled.
And that's the way his daddy did it back in 1983 at VMI. Mr. I think Captain or Lieutenant Michael Herndon.
4th personal on Smith. He'll have to sit down. Lou Evans will come in.
And this is what happens when you get great penetration, and that's what Adams got. You get a second shot opportunity.
Seven-point game. Taylor going to go to work on Herndon. Moore there to grab and finish.
And Jalen Moore has been the answer every time to Wyoming's streaks. That was a great follow-up by Moore, who in his own right is an outstanding player. Multi-dimensional, can go inside, outside.
Lieberman, good look. Evans rebounds. Rector across the timeline. Moore, one extra pass to a wide open Rector who cans the 3.
Yeah, that was excellent half-court offense. Ball movement, extra pass, Rector knocks down the 3.
From 7 to 12, the lead back up for Wyoming. For Utah State, rather. Wyoming has been able to get close a couple times in some momentum. And the Aggies have had an answer every time. Manaman's pass, a poor one. Perry with numbers. Adams able to disrupt. Lieberman to Herndon, and Moore flying in. And they'll give the foul to Quinn Taylor.
And we've seen over the course of Adams' career make spectacular defensive plays. He really measured up that last possession for Utah State. He did affect the shot, and they come down the other end, and Herndon gets the opportunity for free throws.
Herndon 2 rebounds away from a double-double, 11 points, 8 boards. Taylor off the pass from Moore. That's the offense we saw at the start of the game.
Exactly, and we've seen over the last couple of possessions Wyoming's zone get a little softer, and they've been able to exploit, the Aggies been able to exploit the inside.
Kakagorski with the finish. Perry, little fadeaway.
Yeah, it was a very nice move by Perry. We've seen some terrific individual plays by the Aggies. Excellent penetration and some terrific shooting.
Adams dishes to Herndon for the finish. Timeout, Cowboys. 6:56 to go in this opening game of the men's bracket. Cowboys and Aggies, and a good one. Marty, that's a good look.
Wow. That's a fan.
Yeah. And a good fan.
And you do happen to notice nobody's around him. Nobody's sitting around him.
Nobody ever is.
No, he's working the corner.
We've seen him for years. Barrel man. And he's always by himself.
Yep, absolutely.
Perry, little step through, lost it going up. Strong rebound underneath for Taylor. Moore again with a big bucket for Utah State. Moore has 17.
Yeah, that was once again an offensive rebound, and then Moore makes a outstanding pull-up jump shot, one-on-one move.
Lieberman fouled. Perry with the mistake. Moore with the basket for the Aggies. Fans inside the Thomas and Mack getting ready for 4 more basketball games following this one today. 2 more on the men's side and the women's semifinals. Dancing to Sweet Caroline, Marty.
Nothing better than Neil Diamond, Sweet Caroline. By the way, this is a huge game for Utah State. We talked about replacing the great Stu Morrill. Coach Duryea's done a terrific job with this basketball team and this program. They lost one of their best players prior to the season, and they've done a terrific job. And this is going for win number 16 and assures them of a winning record. They obviously came out very prepared, executed a terrific game plan.
Lieberman gets it back to 10. Cowboys have been 10, even into single digits, had it down to 7 at one point, but every time the Aggies have answered.
Well, and most of the time it's been that man, Jalen Moore.
And he'll get it right here and get fouled by Lieberman.
And if Wyoming's going to come back and catch the Aggies all the way and actually win this ball game, it's going to be their man, Josh Adams.
Adams 16 points, averages 25 a night. Perry. Moore feeds Taylor. Can't get the layup. Herndon with the rebound. Adams to Herndon. Adams backing it down, trying to turn a corner. McManaman for an open 3. Rector grabs the rebound. Herndon called for a foul.
We saw Adams with the penetration and the great one-handed hook pass out for the wide open 3. McManaman could not answer the call.
Rector can't add to his career high 20 that he's tallied today. Previous career high 16 against Nevada. That shot wouldn't fall.
Yeah, Rector's had a outstanding basketball game.
Adams, too long on the three. Taylor with another board.
We'll see the Aggies very patient on the offensive end now. Try to get that ball movement, ball reversal, dump it inside and kick it out for the shooter.
And the backdoor cut ends up off the hands of Evans, who then throws it out of bounds. Far from secure 10-point lead with 4:18 to go.
Oh, plenty of time if you're Wyoming Cowboys, but you've got to start getting to the foul line, start penetrating, and if the defense collapses, then kick it out for the three.
Herndon, go up top, to set a screen, does for McManaman.
And that's what we're talking about. They're now in the double bonus. So Wyoming now will be shooting 2 free throws every time they're fouled. And once again, you can score while the clock is stopped.
Third personal for Taylor. Elston Jones at the scorer's table, set to check in. And McManaman connects on the free throw. It's now 9 for 11 from the line, 21 points. Smith hoists the three off the bounce. And a tough break for the Cowboys. 3 white shirts around it. Will stay on this side when we come back. 3:43 to go in regulation. Aggies with a 9-point lead. Utah State and Wyoming, 3:43 to go. Aggies have been in control throughout. Let's get a sense inside the building. This one's far from over.
Yeah, absolutely. You're talking about just a 3-possession ball game with 3 minutes and 43 seconds to go. Utah State shoots only 69% from the foul line because you're going to eventually have to play the foul game. Most likely, if you're Wyoming, to get all the way over the hump and get back in it. And we see Wyoming in their man-to-man. They got as much out of the zone as they possibly could. Got them back in the ball game.
Lieberman with the foul. A wrestling match with Jalen Moore. Now be a 1-and-1. Moore to the line.
Moore shoots 71% from the free throw line. And the way he's stroking it here this afternoon, you got to like his chances.
17, now 18 points. 2 for 2 shooting free throws. Gets a pair. Every time they've needed a big score to get that separation, he's gotten it.
Yes. Of course, Rector's had the career game, but Moore has made big play after big play.
Adams. Tapped away by Smith into the hands of Moore. Under 3. Moore. Can't get it. Lieberman rebounds. Adams trying to shake Rector. And Rector is going to get the foul. His 4th personal foul for Rector. So Rector, Smith, and Taylor all with 4 personal fouls for Utah State.
And we talked about Rector having his career high, but he's also done a very good job of running the offense. He's played a terrific basketball game. He's had this ball club, Utah State, under control throughout most of this game.
Adams remains perfect from the line. And Herndon will get called for a hold.
I don't think it was intentional, but it was the right guy to foul. Jones only shoots 50%. So it was just a heady, intelligent play by Alan Herndon.
Herndon 15 points, 10 rebounds, first career double-double. Jones knocks the first one down.
Did not look like a 50% shooter. That was a nice looking stroke.
How about that?
Might have to check that stat sheet. See if it's correct.
Herndon trying to cut into the 11-point deficit. 1 and out, more rebounds. And Rector happy to slow things down a bit. Under 2 to go. McManaman touched it and saying that Smith touched it after.
Well, they're going to take a look at it because Smith might have got a fingernail on it, on the double deflection.
Well, if you can see anything from that angle, that's where your 50 years of coaching experience would come into play.
Yeah, I'm going to ask for another angle because they'll have 4 different angles on this particular play.
This one, touch.
You know, Smith looked like the guilty party, but you really can't tell if he actually had the touch.
Wyoming basketball after the review.
There you go.
Cowboys need some baskets in a hurry, trailing by 11. Adams with the shove off. That's going to be an offensive foul. That's an easy one. Costly at this point in the game.
Yeah, he really extended that hand, so no other choice but to call the offensive foul. They're going to take their chances again with Jones.
So Lieberman commits the foul. Jones back to the line. Let's see if he can keep his streak of 2. Cannot. One for 2. Rector hits the deck. Adams with the catch and shoot. And the 3 won't go. Moore with the rebound, and Rector will get fouled by Adams. Adams' 4th personal. And things looking a little bleak right now for Wyoming.
In addition to that, you have a 75% free throw shooter at the line with 2 chances.
A career day of 20 points.
And the way Rector's played, You like his chances of crawling two in.
I noticed you paused for a second, but I liked where you were going. Stay with that. That
yes,
was perfect.
But I saw it was going short. That's why I hesitated.
Just a little stutter step from Marty Fletcher to let that one sneak over the front of the rim. Jones taken out, will sit down. Taylor back in. Rector for some token pressure just to burn a little time. Now he'll back off. And Smith, trying to play robber, almost got the pass. Away from the ball, and we'll go Taylor with the foul on Herndon. Herndon will get to go shoot two. Taylor bewildered on how he got charged with his fifth.
Well,
right, bring your man Elston Jones back in, who shot it well from the stripe. Now he can play a little deep.
75%.
There's a better free throw shooter. Allen or his dad?
His dad would make Shaquille O'Neal look like Seth Curry.
Now that can't be true.
I'm telling you.
Adams will sit down, do a big round of applause, and a word from Larry Shyatt. Great career for the senior.
Yeah, spectacular career.
Rector fouled by Lieberman.
MVP of the conference by the media vote, which for a team that comes in what, 8th place?
8th spot.
That's very unusual, and that's how spectacular he has been, not only this year but his entire career. MVP of the tournament last year.
That was a great Wyoming run.
Storybook
they won
run.
3 games and won the tournament, advanced to the NCAAs. Rector adding to his career high. Got Rector 23 points right now, 6 rebounds, couple of assists. Great day, and he'll have to save some of that magic for the Aztecs, who will wait tomorrow. Smith fouled by Herndon.
Yeah,
up next, number 7 UNLV and the 10th seed Air Force Falcons.
And we should have, and as you talked about early on for the broadcast, we should have had Wyoming playing UNLV because both teams only have 7 players, I believe.
Yeah, and that way it would be fair.
Yes.
That way the 2 teams who are depleted through a variety of ways,
yes,
not just injuries, discipline issues, test results, you name it, Coach. I mean, we go down about everything that can go wrong. It's kind of gone wrong, yes, from 2 coaches' perspectives. Adams taken out of the game one final time and shares an embrace with his head coach and his teammates.
And Coach Shai will not use that as an excuse. Only 7 players. Utah State has played a terrific game.
One thing about Larry Shyatt, there are no excuses. McManaman. Larry is what you'd call a straight shooter in this business.
Oh, one of the great coaches, not only in this conference, but in the country.
Oh, yeah, he really is. And you know what?
He's a fantastic coach.
When you visit with him, he doesn't sugarcoat things. He'll tell you what his perspective on it is. Utah State now 2-0 in the first round of the Mountain West Tournament. Had a bye last year. Cosmetic one goes in for Smith. And the final will read an 18-point game, but there were plenty of times in this second half that Wyoming, who was down by 20 in the first half, made Utah State uncomfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. But all the credit goes to the guys in blue. Terrific job by Coach Duryea and his staff getting this team ready, and they played an outstanding ball game.
Jumped on Wyoming early and never let up, and Utah State will advance. Well, how you start in a tournament is important, and I don't think Utah State could have started any better.
No, we saw them knock down the first two threes. They got out to the big lead. Wyoming fought back to try to get back in the game and got it down, I believe, as low as 9.
7 at one point.
At 7. But Utah State was just, that guy, Jalen Moore, was outstanding. Rector had a big-time game. Terrific job.
Here's Jesse.
Coach, in your last meeting with Wyoming, they hit 20 3-pointers against you. Instead, today, you're the hot shooting team coming out of the locker room, 7 3-pointers to open up in the first half. Did you know that you had that sort of shooting night in you in the first 20 minutes?
You know, we're a good shooting team. I mean, these are the 2 best 3-point shooting teams in the league. And so both of us have the ability to do that. In Laramie, they got going, and we couldn't put the fire out. Tonight it was our night, and we made some shots. We shared the ball and played well.
Julian Perry in the first half, very key, off the bench, 12 points. He was really big in you guys building that opening lead.
Yeah, you know, usually when Julian plays well, we play well. We're hard to beat when he plays well. He gives us that other score that we need. And I was thrilled to see him get off to a good start.
Next up, you got the top-seeded Aztecs. They got you twice in the regular season. What are you going to focus on here in the next few hours to get ready for San Diego State?
Well, you know, when you play them, number one, you got to rebound the ball with them. Number two, you can't turn it over because they're so good defensively. So, you know, that's a team we haven't beaten since we've been in the league in 3 years. You know, we'll have to be solid. We'll have to play good offense and rebound the ball.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Let's bring in Shane Rector. Shane, you guys came out shooting on fire, 58% to open up this game. Do you have any idea that you're a good shooting team, but did you know that you guys would come out like that?
No, I can't say I did, but, you know, we got a bunch of great players on the team. We got the best shooter in the league, Chris Smith, so, you know, some nights it's just on like that.
You were locked up on Josh Adams, another one of the top shooters in the league, Player of the Year candidate. He shoots 4 of 17 from the field. What was the key for you guys defensively? Specifically, you locked up on him.
You know, Josh is a great player. You know, I'm going to say it was easy guarding him, but, you know, I did what I had to do for my team to win, so I knew how to lock in defensively, so I took that challenge upon myself, and I think we did a pretty good job on him.
You guys built a 25-point lead in this ball game. They trim it to single digits. No panic in you guys, and you win going away.
You know, yeah, I just tried to keep telling my team just to relax, play the basketball that we know. You know, this basketball is a game of runs, so you can't get scared or lose your composure when the team goes on the run. So that's what we did. Our guys fought, and I was just happy we came out to win.
Shane, appreciate the time. Good luck against the Aztecs.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Utah State on to face San Diego State. Rich.
Career day for Shane Rector, 24 points, 6 rebounds, and a couple of assists, and Utah State will advance to take on San Diego State tomorrow. Check of our bracket. The Aggies going to slide over and take on San Diego State. Coming up later at 1:30 Pacific, we'll have the 7-10 matchup, UNLV and Air Force. And the third game on the men's side today will be Colorado State and San Jose State. Wonderful way to get this one started, Coach.
Yeah, outstanding performance. Utah State, 4 guys in double figures. We talked about Rector and Moore. Smith checked in with 20 and 14 for Perry. So great job by Utah State.
We will see you at 1:30 Pacific for the Runnin' Rebels and the Falcons here on the Mountain West Network.